Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
And listening to Chris and Leicester LTIDtv on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
And now, here's your host.
All right, Chris.
All right, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning, whatever it is where you are. Welcome along. At the moment, my colleague isn't there. You can just see there's a shadow. There's a good job we're doing the intros. He doesn't know I just did that, by the way. But welcome along. How are we all? Thank you. What a day it's been. Well, titillating thirds again, I guess you could call this, because I've had Rodri Giggs on earlier, which you may or may not have seen. If you want to sort of catch up, see what he had to say about Wales in the World Cup, Man United's demise and possibly rise, and Leicester City, just go on to my YouTube channel, Leicester LTID. Check the latest show's banner, and you'll see it on there. And if you are on YouTube, please do what it says there, subscribe, and we would be grateful. And also smash the likes as well, because it does help with the algorithms off YouTube. So if you can do that, that would be absolutely fan-dabby-doozy, as somebody a lot smaller than me once said. If you're watching Leicester LTID, like I say, please subscribe. Thank you very much. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, thank you very much for that as well. It is the Women's Euros, and what I can do also ask you to is please would you do me a favor and support the companies that support us. Our coverage of the Women's Euros is sponsored by www.3retro.com. This shirt that I'm wearing at the moment, and several of the other ones, England shirts and Leicester shirts, have all been supplied by 3 Retro, and I do thank them for that. They are the number one stop for retro shirts. I must try and do this with my teeth in. If you're one-stop shop for retro shirts and vintage football clothing, and online, and they will absolutely send it to anywhere in the world whatsoever, even the wilds of Lancashire, if need be. I don't know whether they do the Pro Burnley shirts, because of course they are now in the Championship, but we will see. But anyway, I clicked on the link earlier, and as you can see, just a shadow. He wasn't there. He was probably off dropping the kids off at the pool, but he's there now. You all know him. It's my mate, my goal celebration, Diddly Dan, the Burnley man. Good evening, sir, Diddy Dan. How are you?
I'm good, alive, well, and looking forward to another spectacular game of football.
Indeed. You had a little bit of an accident earlier.
I did. This time it wasn't in any corners, you'll all be happy to know.
More public.
Yeah, it was a lot more public.
However, you had a blowout on the motorway.
I did, honestly. Best night of my life.
Your birthday?
I wish.
But you're all safe, which is the main
It
thing.
is.
Missed the game earlier because I was doing the Rodri news, and then the Rodri Gig show, and then the news, which was 13 players linked with Leicester City, of which 2 actually were. But Italy and Iceland drew 1-1. So it's making.
See, I'm glad you notified me of that because I didn't even know because I was playing Cinderella. I've been washing up.
Oh, well, one day your prince will come.
To be fair, she did cook me a really nice roast, so I can't complain.
No. Well, if your prince do come, they've taken the bloody time because everybody these days uses uses the phone and downloads it. Oh, the first one of the night. Yeah, what is that guy wearing? I know not. Anyway, so France are top with 1 game played and 3 points. So if they win this, they could really, really extend their lead. And it would it would guarantee that they're in the next round, whatever happens in the last game. Iceland are second, just above Audi and Little. They've got 2 points. It's an old joke, I know. Belgium are third with 1, and Italy are bottom, having played 2 with 1. So it's very much more. Belgium need to win this more than France do, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. It's going to be a really tough task, as we say. The French absolutely ran riot in their last fixture, so they'll be wanting more of the same. However, Belgium will be definitely up for the fight, and you know they may be noisy neighbours in terms of nations. Being so close together, but
yeah,
we'll see who gets the better of the two tonight. Sorry.
Tony, what was France's result last time?
6-1.
I thought it was
6-2.
6, wasn't it? So why is the BBC showing me their goal difference is 4?
I thought it was 6.
Let me have a look. What is this? The BBC fake news, allegedly.
They played Italy, didn't they?
I thought they did.
No,
yes.
it wasn't 6, Chris. I tell a lie. It was 5-1, which is why it says 4. So
fair dues. I was convinced it was 6.
I was, to be fair. I'll give you that.
Team news up there. I don't know if you're okay with either of these two teams' players.
Well, I did say last time, watch out for Cascarino, and she did the biz. She scored an absolute worldie from the edge of the box, cut in and hard one past the goalkeeper. Gayoro for France as well, who got a hat-trick in that 5-1 game. She's obviously going to be one to watch. And, yeah, I mean, I've not really seen much of the Belgium side. You've got Cayman and Dawn on the far side. Decagne just behind Woolart. So, let's see what they're made of going forward, because obviously we've already seen what the French are capable of. Let's see if the French defence can be tested with that front four.
And just while I'm just having to share something on social media, just give us your thoughts on the tournament so far.
It's been good. I've enjoyed it. I think it's been a really good, warranted staple for women's football. We've seen the support from not just on, the teams on the pitch showing their quality, but fans have been there in abundance, haven't they? They've been showing up in numbers, and it just goes to show that, we've always known football is a universal language. So it's nice to see that the women's game is getting more scope each day, each year, and every single minute.
And what do you think of the standard of play? I mean, I started off thinking, it's great because we're seeing plenty of goals, etc. But I know, you did a stream last night on one of the games, and I think you were like me, you're looking at it sometimes thinking, how the hell did you miss that? Are we being unfair? Because, in real terms, although these are professionals, they are internationals, they are still so many years, and I'm not being disrespectful, but they are so many years behind the man's game in the development. Should we be expecting more, or for what, for where they are in the scheme of things, are they doing well?
It's a tough one to call. I think you spot on in what you're saying, that I think the decision making in this tournament's been poor. Some of the decision making in terms of, whether to find a pass, whether to go alone. Sometimes they've been really hesitant, even if they threw on goal, and thinking, what do I do? Do I take it round or do I put it in? And by that point, keeper's already got it in her arms. It's so for that I can understand. I do think that the standard of football that we've been watching is good. I mean, you've seen these fancy flicks, people knocking the ball over opposition's heads. I've enjoyed it so far. As I say, there is scope for improvement, but nothing I would change majorly. I think it's just a case of, probably faster decision making and more of an understanding of reading the game better.
I mean, in fairness, it's something we blame Sterling for a lot, don't we? In the England team, is sort of not, holding onto the ball when there's other players around him. So maybe, we shouldn't be that critical of the women.
No. I mean, it's, people have their own way of playing the game. These players, when they're developing, okay, they'll find their own style, but a lot of them also, try to emulate their idols.
Yes.
And sometimes, I'm not saying that in women's football they don't have women's idols, because I'm sure they will, as well as maybe idols in the men's game. But I'm sure that they will try exactly the same by emulating who they've grown up watching. So I look forward to it. I mean, we saw a lot more. What shall I say? I mean, in that France-Italy game, we saw a lot more, didn't we?
Yes.
The French didn't. The French defence, there was practically up the opposition's backside. They were, sticking a foot in. They weren't scared to put in a challenge. They were passing it around like no tomorrow. They knew exactly what they were doing. They had a game plan. So yeah, as I say, I've enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to another spectacular.
And your prediction for tonight?
I'm going to say France with another big score. I'm going to say 3-1 this time, though.
Right. Well, he doesn't look very happy, that manager. France are third in FIFA ranking. Belgium are 19th. So Belgium are actually the worst in the group, if you like. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go for Belgium. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to go for France, sorry. Oh. I'm going to go.
You're all Natalie Imbruglia, aren't you? You're torn.
Hey, bum bum. Number 2. I'm going to go 4-0 France.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. I can see it.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello. We're about to kick off. It doesn't look like they're going to take the knee again. And they don't. I thought I'd hear myself complaining about that, but fair enough. And if anybody, Man United fans, don't forget, you can go on to Leicester LTIDtv and catch the Rodri Giggs interview I did earlier. But this is Leicester LTIDtv.
Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
It is, and it's 0-0. And one thing I can predict very, very safely tonight is that Dan will be about a minute ahead of me.
Well, I don't know. I am just flicking to the iPlayer, but to the iPlayer through the Xbox, so hopefully I'll be able to see it on the TV, and we should be roughly around the same time.
I'm 61. That totally confuses me. Well, I'm on 1 minute 21 at the moment.
Let's see where I am on the iPlayer when everything goes off the screen. Wow, iPlayer's very much behind, like really behind, like practically just kicked off.
Wow.
So
off that, mate. Yeah,
definitely need to go off that. So I flick back to the normal box, and as I say, 2 minutes 5 seconds now.
You're about 20 seconds ahead of me then, which is par for the course, in fairness.
Yeah. Just think, if it didn't update, Chris, you'd have probably been about 50 seconds, so it's not too bad.
No. And finally, the we catch up with the graphic as well. There we go.
We need Charlotte to come in. We need Charlotte to come in to tell us who she's going for. We should have let Charlotte do a prediction first, Chris.
You wish, yeah. The match has probably finished where Charlotte is, and she knows the score. James has gone 3-0 to France. If you want to get your predictions in now, I'll make a note of them. We can all laugh at each other at the end. But a header just wide there from France. Mike's 5 seconds ahead of you, so he's well in front, which is a surprise for Wales. Mike, I'm sorry, I don't know if you. I did send you a load of messages, Mike, because I was supposed to be doing the Italy-Iceland game with Mike. Did send you a message this morning. I don't know if you saw it or not. That unfortunately, the time with Rodri Giggs was sort of 5 o'clock, and he couldn't change it, so he wasn't able to make it yesterday. So I didn't want to miss it. So I like you, Mike. I like you and everything, but yeah, Rodri Giggs. He wins over you, I'm afraid.
If he has to pick a favourite Welshman, I'm sorry, Rodri won.
He did. Mike's gone 6-1 France. Wow. Mike, that's out there. Yeah. Oh, I think I just oohed at the header that was missed that you oohed at a minute ago. Is it me?
You did. It was a double
wearing an outfit that looks like it's running the wash.
It does, doesn't it? It looks a bit like a tea-stained egg.
Yes, it is. It's not yellow. It looks like, when you bite here, I'll tell you what it looks like to me.
When part of your brew drips down onto the side of a white cup, and then by the time you come to wash it, it's gone a bit tough outside.
That is what I call a yellow marker. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is their strip. You can
see
the difference. It is, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
It is.
I have to say, this is my highlight of the game so far.
Hey. Three. They've had a hat trick, Chris, in under 20 minutes.
Well, no, you got one of those.
Yeah, well, I'm on about the punters that they're getting the most out of this.
They are. Oh God! Honestly, you don't pay for this. It's all free. Better value than the BBC, I'll have you know. But if you would like to support the channel, there is like a little dollar sign at the bottom that you can.
Get on your feet.
What's happened?
One of the France players going down in the box very, very cheaply.
Let's just have a look. They're playing with about at the edge of the... Oh, okay. Oh, come on. That was like a delayed reaction, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Wow. But no, just saying, if anybody would like to...
Speaking of delayed reactions, the diving get's only going to put France 1-0 up.
No.
Yeah, she has.
Let's have a look.
Get your Diddy Dan out for the lads.
I'm going to say Diddy's coming now. He's ready. He's going to see it. Headed over and wow. How did she get to that? I mean, there was a defender in front of her. She should never have got to that ball. Dan, Diddy, come on. What do you mean you don't want to? You got to. You're contractually obliged to. So don't think you can get away with it. Oh, yes, indeed. And we get more than 3 goals to one side, I'll get my clapper out for you.
You know what? It might be Diddy Dan, but that's the expression I expect to see on Mark's face when he walks into the prison showers.
I'm saying nothing.
The goal's being checked by VAR.
There was a... I thought there was a Belgian defender tighter than that on her, but there wasn't. In fairness, she took it okay. Are they checking for offside here?
I don't think you can say she was offside.
Diddy Dan might have to go back in his box,
By the way, the referee is Welsh, Mark, so you've got some sort of, You've got Wales into a Euros. Well done.
she's wearing a red
Oh
top.
no! No, that's on. It's been given.
It's been given. It was all right, Dan. Diddles, you can stay. You don't have to go. It was unallowed. Danny's on for a hat trick, I predict. I predict a riot, but there we go. Mike, language, please, sir. And we welcome her in. All I can say is, before I bring the lady in, I'm just going to say this.
Mia, that's a spicy meatball. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Shut up. You'll be wanting pay if you keep saying it. Welcome her in. Charlotte, good evening. How the devil are you? Welcome along.
Buongiorno.
Yes. Okay, Mike, it's up to you.
Mark, we weren't being serious.
So it's still that goal stood. It's 1-0. 8 minutes gone. I still can't find that, Charlotte. I am looking.
Oh, I thought I had some drink left.
So we're coming up to 10 minutes. And it's playing out like I expected it to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not been... let's say we expected the French to probably dominate this fixture. And rightly so.
Yeah.
Rightly so at the moment. They've been a menace down that far side. And obviously they've got a goal for the troubles as well.
Yeah.
Oof.
Is this a Rotherham, this one, by the way?
Yeah. Back at the New York Stadium.
Yeah.
Cascarino tried another shot from range.
There's only a couple of teams who've been able to get away with that.
Yeah, I mean, the Dutch scored a really fantastic one the other night.
Oh, that said, was that? Yeah, that was your Cascarino, wasn't it?
It was. Oh, great turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
It went through a couple
very
of
heavy ball.
defenders. No, it was wider than it probably looked at the first viewing, but now Belgium are coming forward. Oh, nice turn on the halfway line. Wow, is that? Will she get to that? Yeah, I couldn't see because I got a mute sign just at the bottom where the ball was then. Oh, the goalkeeper. The French goalkeeper.
She nearly fluffed the lines with that one.
She did, didn't she? I mean, it should have been an easy take. What was she doing? Don't know what she was doing there, but France are breaking away now. I mean, if France win this, does that will that make them the first team to actually be through that can't be caught?
No, there's already. I think England are already through.
Are we?
Yeah, we've already qualified.
This is true, actually. Yes.
And I think there's a few. There's I think one or two others as well. I'm not sure.
So just that looked like a nasty collision then. Crunch. Indeed, Charlotte. Crunch indeed. Charlotte, I think I may have just put you on a... Oh, I don't think so. No, you're not. So I thought I clicked on you then instead of somebody else. So 1-0 to Belgium. No, it's not. It's 1-0 to France. You see, you're confusing me here, Charlotte, very easily. Come on, Belgium, she says. Right, now you do like an underdog, don't you, Charlotte? Kate, and you've not said quite right what you said there, Kate. Thank you very much. But you've not put your score prediction yet, being queen of the predictions.
I don't think she's in at the moment, Chris.
Oh, is she not?
I think No, she's dealing with the bananas in the pajamas were called B1 and B2, but I say the same for those two upstairs, Brat 1 and Brat 2.
Fair enough.
They're being very loud, so I think she's having a quiet word. It's gone. I don't think France are playing like they did last time. They sort of kept going for the kill. They sort of working it around a bit more. Oh, so he says that as they're through. Ball across the box. Oh, is that at the post?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I've caught you up.
I'm not sure if that's hit the post or whether it was saved.
Charlotte, you said come on Belgium, and now you've gone for the draw. Ooh, we need to do a replay on that. Belgium are playing it around nicely, but they've lost it and given it away. I haven't seen the replay yet. Let's have a look. Now we might get to see the replay now. So the ball in, good ball in. Number 7 then crossed it for France. Oh, I think she saved it.
Right.
Let's have a look. Yes, she saved it. She saved it with a leg. So here we go then. Let's have a look at how it's breaking up with the old stats, shall we? So at the moment, it's 66 possession. Oh, I was just going to say, hang on, they've had 21 shots. But that's good after 17 minutes. It's Italy, Iceland. Oh my God, Florian, what are you? That's my age. I'm just going to blame my age. I don't care. I'm old, decrepit. If I was a car, you'd send me off to the scrap yard. Here we go. 71%. Honestly, I don't know what it is with these Euros. I can't speak.
Whatever you do, Chris, don't add that one in. I've just put that there for a simple.
Okay. Possession is 71% to France. And 4 shots to Belgium's none at the moment. So France are dominating the first 15 minutes.
They have indeed. It's been a tough one for Belgium to really sink the teeth into. They've not really been able to get going. They've not had any sort of show of attack, really.
No. And this is what gets me. It's like, is that France not allowing them to do it? Or is it the famine? Because Belgium need to come out.
Yeah, they do. And I think we saw that with Italy, they came out at the beginning of the second half. They didn't really, they had a good 10-minute spell, but that was about it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Diddy Dan's got his own account. So I've still got to be honest with you. I mean, I have literally, apart from the Germany game, I have watched every single game. And it's going to be difficult coming up because we've got 2 games at the same time now. So the last game's always being played, obviously, at the same time for obvious reasons. But I've really, really enjoyed it. I mean, yes, all right, like then she just kicked the ball straight out. But let's be honest with you, I've seen Leicester play like that sometimes last season, and I've definitely seen England play like that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it works going defensive and, trying to shut up shop, but I don't think it does work against the French. If anything, it plays straight into the French's hands. They managed to pickpocket some space. They still managed to get the ball in dangerous areas.
Yeah.
And they do it to a plumb. So I cannot blame France for trying to kill teams off like they do. I thought she was onside there. Oh, well. C'est la vie.
You're even getting into the language, aren't you?
Trying.
Rainey himself, good afternoon. This doesn't seem right. Somebody's got an ice pack on the knee there. Who are you wanting to win tonight, Rainer? And welcome along to the channel. I've not seen you before, but if you are the first time and you like what you see, please give us a subscribe on the channel. We really, really do appreciate it. Charlotte says here, Belgium just don't seem to have their heart in it. I have a feeling that might be, France just, what am I saying? Just not letting them, if you like, because the France have been so dominant in this game.
Yeah, it's hard to get into a game when you feel like, well, every time we get a chance to touch the ball, it's a case of I have it for about all of 3 seconds, and it's back in the path of a French player. So,
yes, yeah,
it's going to be a difficult night at the office for Belgium, but I don't think France are going for the kill as much as they did against Italy. However, they've got a really good free kick position here.
But I've got to be honest with you, if I was and I know you can never, ever, ever, sit on a 1-0 and think that's it. But they've got to be looking at that. And I'm going to be saying to the players, like, well, come on, you don't have to get out of third gear here, just they're not going to sort of threaten us. And I know, it can always, you only need one breakaway. It's never one of my favourite biscuits, but there we go. Hey! Number 4, and the free kick game to nothing. I'm sorry, I do not like that Belgian shirt at all. Now the French. Now, talking of shirts, and this is the sort of the sad life I lead, you see, at the moment. France haven't got the flags on the shirt.
No.
And I've loved it because they've always had the 2 flags of the 2 nations that are playing and the dates underneath. And I always, that's gone up to the space station. And I'm always thinking, wow, I really like the idea of that. And then if maybe they can sort of, eBay them off for charity or something, and raise some funds. And I think it's a great idea. But France haven't got it on the shirts at the moment.
No, they haven't. I don't know whether it's just a thing that they have succumbed to with the French kit. But I thought it would have been a mandatory thing.
Well, who knows? Who knows? The French have always sort of, had a mind of their own. Craig, very nice to see you as well, sir. Even though I did have to go onto Facebook to see who you were. But thanks for the comment.
How you doing, Craig? Hope you well.
Craig is back, ladies. Do not worry. He's joining me on Sunday for a watch along. I've got people, kids outside looking and going like, who the hell is he talking to? I've got the window open. So yes, he is. The ladies, the older ladies, Totty is back. Welcome back, Craig. Suntanned and probably ready to show off his white bits for you. So Sunday he will be with us. 5 o'clock Sunday. It's a little bit earlier, and I've lost. My mouse has decided to stop working. There's full battery, so I don't understand why. There we go. Belgian chocolate is fab. Well, Charlotte, the
chocolate's fab. It's just the team at the moment's not playing that great.
To be totally honest with you, I don't mind whether it's Belgian, English, Birmingham, wherever it's from. I just love chocolate.
Don't blame you.
Hey, this always starts when we mention chocolate. Favorite ever chocolate bar?
Oh,
if you could only take one chocolate bar, to hell with you. Which one would it be?
That's a tough one. I mean, I'll let you answer it first.
Well, you see, I could always say, one of about 5 or 6, but I always keep coming back to Twix, I'm afraid. And I love to nibble the top off and then crunch the bottom biscuit on its own. Charlotte says there the team is melting.
Hey, to be fair, I'm with you. I'm with you for a Twix. I do love a Twix. However, I like to bite the ends off a Twix, dip it in a brew, and drink your brew up through the biscuit like a straw, and then it all goes melted, and you've got to eat it all, and it all melts in your mouth. It is the most satisfying thing in the world ever.
I've never done that, and that is very much a northern thing, isn't it? Oh, France on the break down here, but defended well by Belgium, out for a throw-in. Yeah, that is such a northern thing. I mean, it's like, when I came up north first time and I came up to Blackpool, and I went to watch Blackpool Football Club, and this was their old stadium. Now, as old stadiums go, you wiped your feet before you even thought about going into the, coming out of the toilet. It was disgusting. And you know what I found there that the Northerners like? Potato pies. Why? you do not have potato in the pie. You have potato on the plate, and you have the meat in the pie. I mean, potato and meat, I kind of get that, actually, but just potato on its own, that is such a northern thing. I've never seen it anywhere else. Oh, anyway, that's my...
It's a funny one. It's a funny one.
I'm sorry now. I'm just watching that. That Belgian defender is about 4'0", and she's just gone and stood next to a French player that's about 7'10". I hope she's not. She can't be defending her, surely. She was, and surprise, surprise, the French player got the header in. I mean, right, to that little and large.
Yeah,
seriously.
Madness, absolute madness.
Oh. I just looked at it and I thought, is she on her knees? Is she falling over? But she wasn't. There we go. It's still 1-0 with coming up to half an hour gone. I've got to be honest with you. I don't think it's been the most exciting game. Belgium are offering nothing.
No, I'm with you. I think it's been a bit of a... I don't know. You could sort of look at it in two ways. I mean, are France sort of just trying to take it easy in this fixture because they threw everything at the last one? Do they think that they don't have to go any further? They've already got that one goal, to be honest. They don't think that Belgium are going to kill the game off at any time. They're not worried about that. So they're just sort of toying around with them. I don't know. The longer it stays at 1-0, you'd like to think that Belgium would think they've got a chance of getting back into it. Respective of whether they are 19th or not.
I mean, and as you look at, I always quote the Switzerland Portugal game, because Portugal were like this in the first half. They had absolutely nothing to offer, and then in the second half, it was like they'd got the French team in their strip, because the second half they're all over Switzerland.
Yeah, that's what we've seen with a lot of these games, though, haven't we? A game or two halves.
Yes. Oh, I know it's an old saying, but definitely.
But we've seen it a lot in this Women's Euros, where it echoes that sentiment.
Yes, yeah. James has just said here, since they got the goal, France are just controlling the game. Yeah, toying with Belgium at the moment. They are, and I don't think they're even in full gear, top gear, France. I think they're sort of there's more for them to give if they need to.
Yeah, I think if the manager asked them to up the levels at half time, for the second half, come back out with all guns blazing. I could see France being able to up it another level.
Yeah,
it's just whether Belgium can match it.
Exactly. There's a shot in now. It hit the foot of a Belgian defender. Charlotte there obviously got the butler and the maid working hard. Lobster biscuit for dinner. Shove your potato pie. Tell me though, Charlotte, please to explain what biscuits go with lobster. I don't.
Can't be a rich tea. I mean, lobster on its own's a bloody rich tea.
Anyway, they say dress up a crab and think it's a lobster up north, Charlotte. Don't worry. Lennon's just come in. Lennon Bradley, good evening. So how are you? Welcome along to the channel. Give us a sub if you haven't done yet. He's not impressed, I don't think, with this game, with his snooze emojis. You've not sort of coming on a good game here.
No, it's not been the best one, has it? It's been a bit of a ball fest. I mean, we were treated to some, remarkable goals by the French in the first one, and it's just been since the goal, really, which again came from probably a lapse in concentration from Belgium. It's just been, you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to backtrack a little bit with what I've said. We keep saying about the French and they've been comfy with the ball. I get that, but let's speak potentially about how Belgium have, as much as they're not showing any attacking intent, they've done well defensively to potentially keep it at 1-0.
Yes, yeah. Lennon, by the way, has, thanks for the warning, James, but Lennon has in fact been timed out for 5 minutes. No disrespectful comments, please. As James said there, keep it respectful and remember what you're watching. So sorry, Lennon, you've got a 5-minute timeout, and if you carry on with that, you will be blocked from the channel altogether. No need for it. No need for it. So as we look at this game, it's now 70% possession. Half an hour gone. 70% possession. 11 shots from France, none from Belgium. 2 shots on target from France, none from Belgium. 5 corners to France, none from Belgium. The only thing that Belgium's winning in is the fouls.
Wow.
No, oh, that was unlucky. She didn't quite control it then, Matteo, for France. She just let it sort of go a bit too far ahead. David, good evening, sir. How are you? Hope you are well, young man.
Hope you're well, David.
Thanks for joining us again. Another new name. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. It would be mucho appreciated. I wish BBC had stopped doing that. They keep flashing up on their website. Goal! Watch the opening goal. And look like they scored another.
You'll have to get your let's pretend we scored a goal out soon, Chris. It's been that
it has
drab.
It has.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Please subscribe now on YouTube.
Please do. Fabrizio, or whoever you are, welcome along. I love women's football. Tell you what, mate, if you support England, it's better than the men's football at the moment. That's all I'm going to say.
100%.
Yeah. Half an hour gone. Like I said before, it isn't the best spectacle of the tournament. You're going to get games like that, I guess, aren't you? But even, I mean, Northern Ireland are probably like one of the lowest ranked teams. Well, they're ranked 47th, Northern Ireland.
It's a Belgium equaliser.
No.
It is.
No.
It is indeed.
It can't be.
Well, I don't believe it.
It is. It is out of the blue.
I think it will be checked for offside.
Shame that Belgian man. I feel sorry.
It is. It's. I think she's on. I think she's just on. Ball played in, and she's just poked it home.
She has. Did she?
Nice finish.
Was it her or was it an own goal?
No, she's definitely got her foot to it. Diddy Dan, you better get yourself back out, son.
No, she must have been onside.
Oh, they're checking the goal now.
She's got to be onside, I would say. She looked a mile onside. Bad defending. Bad defending.
Wait there, Dan. Wait there, Diddy Dan.
He's poised. Diddy Dan is poised to go. Can Diddy celebrate? Just wait a minute, Dids. Don't want you celebrating too early. To me, that was a goal all day long.
Yeah. Oh, the check is over. The goal stands. It is 1-1.
What? Oh, Diddy said I got that pent up then. I was waiting to get that out. It does stop
I do
you
not
being able
think
to
France were
celebrate,
expecting
doesn't it?
this.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. Looking at the stats, I never expected that in a month of Sundays.
No, me neither. Me neither. I think that's the first really Sartre goal they've had.
Yeah.
France are now going to have to up it a level, and they're at the edge of the box. Ah, it's cleared.
Charlotte says yes.
Yeah.
Goal. James said, "Oh my God, Belgium are level. Unbelievable, Jeff." Oh, I mean, if you're going to say that, James, then let's do it properly, shall we? Let's do it properly.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
There we go.
Wow, was not expecting this nearly heading into the break.
David said it has to be given. Well, it was, yeah. We're just catching up on the comments now. To me, it looked onside all day long. But for 11 attempts for France, 1 for Belgium. The pass before was good. It was good. Yeehaw. Charlotte is doing her line dancing lessons. Ravi, good evening, sir. How are you? Big up to you as well.
Hope you well, Ravi.
James, against the run of play, Belgium are level. That was so unexpected. Mate, I just would not have expected it at all, to be honest with you. I just don't know where it came from. And I'd have to say this.
No one expects a Spanish Inquisition.
No, they don't. The Spanish Inquisition or a Belgian goal. You're just thinking how many more of the jingles has he got to work his way through?
Oh, plenty. I'm guessing you've got plenty, Chris.
Oh, well, you know me so well, sir. Quite an entertaining game. It's picked up now. David says, hello, my wife is stunned. She's half Belgian. As long as the other half isn't French, I think she's going to be happy. I see more. Yeah, I think, Ravi, I think you're right. I honestly think you're right. I think we are going to see more goals. France, hopefully France will learn from that, because they went 1-0 up early on, and they let, France is all attack with a weak defence. But it looked like that. But I mean, I remember sort of Tottenham Hotspur under Ozzy Ardiles, and he had about 5 strikers. And his philosophy is you score 4, we'll score 5. Maybe that's France's philosophy. I don't know. But unfortunately, they've only got themselves to blame for that.
They have. They switched off. Oh, but they switched back on again.
Oh, it's a
corner. Because it's France 2, Belgium 1.
Oh, Diddy, get here. Diddy Dan. Come out the sun. Come on in, son. Here. Come on in. Let's have a look. It's a corner kick. Is it going to be another header? No, it's gone back out to the. Oh, she's bringing it in. Oh, she's toying with the defense, and it is another header. Number 19. Whoa. This is just going goal mad now, isn't it?
It is.
Diddy, do your bit. I should ask him to do one of those for me with ginger hair, shouldn't I? So we are looking at France 2, Belgium 1. Well, that didn't last long, Belgium. She's half Polish also. Chris Welsh, good evening, sir. Sorry, I did see you come in, but it all went a bit goal crazy. Not stir crazy, goal crazy. Just as
good evening, Chris.
Then.
Hope you're well, mate.
Charlotte says her bottom half is Italian. No, I'm not. It was coming the French goal, said Ravi. They've since they scored the first, the second one's always just come, but it took that into life. Maybe that will just give Belgium think, well, come on, if you attack, you can get at this defense.
Yeah. I mean, Belgium know that they've got to be on point now. They've got to stick at it. I mean, they're coming forward here now. Good defence, good defending. It's out for a Belgium throw-in on the far side. But yeah, they've got to come out again. They've got to, they've got to hit the ground running. So we will see. We will see. They know that they can put the ball in the back of the net against them. It's just whether they can do it again.
Charlotte's nipped off for number 2. Look of it. No Helen this evening.
No. I'm surprised she's not in the chat.
Yeah, was she in last night on yours?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Everything's all right with her.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it would be.
But she's been ill recently, hasn't she? So.
Sorry, yeah, she's been getting a lot of headaches. I think it's the heat. But Ravi says here, and Dan, you're a big fan of Cascarino, aren't you?
Yeah. I think she's quality player. Delphine Cascarino. She's fantastic. As I say, that first goal in the first game against Italy, where she just cuts in, hits it from the edge of the box, fantastic. But she's a great winger, an absolutely fantastic winger. I'd have her at Burnley. We need
That's
players.
The men's side, isn't it? When I played football, I used to play on the wing, but I kept falling off.
Hey,
another one.
Yeah, I was a centre back, and that there's no jokes. I'm just naturally saying I was a centre back.
I thought you'd be more right back in the changing rooms.
Well, I played left back and centre back.
Left back in the dressing room, yes. Oh, Belgium couldn't keep that in then. So it's 2-1 at the moment. Just revisiting some of the scores here. Chris, better than yesterday. Nice to hear that. You just got in from work. If you want to get your score in, you have got a bit of an advantage that it's half time. It's France 3, Belgium 1 was what Dan went for, so that's still on. I went 4-0 France, so well, shows what I know. James went 3-0. Mike went for 6-1, so Mike's still on as well. My God, passes completed 259 for France, 99 for Belgium.
Yeah, they keep gifting the ball away. They're not solid enough.
No,
they're not solid enough. Something needs to be addressed at half time about that.
Yeah, but that does make me laugh, that stat, because if you look at Leicester City last season, our top passer of the ball was Soyuncu. It was a left central defence. And it's because he kept passing the ball back to Schmeichel, and then Schmeichel would pass it back to him. That's the only reason. 5 minutes added time.
Yeah, I'm already just short of a minute through. But
they're having to keep the turtles waiting then, aren't they?
Definitely.
Yeah, no. A lot of injury time there.
Hey, I'm laughing because you said you're going to use that till somebody laughs.
You're not counted. Ravi says, big up, Chris. Thank you very much, young man. Charlotte says she's still on for the draw.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't say what score draw, but I'll put you down for the draw. Dan would be down for the draw, but he still needs the numbers to colour in.
I'm down for the draw. Look at that. I'm very fast. Very fast.
Well, that was a very cool celebration there they've just shown from the French. Ravi, thank you very much, sir. Welcome along. Maisie is a great blogger and video producer. She does some great stuff with women's football. Generally, I'm trying to get her. We're going to do a show hopefully next week. Next season, if we can get Louise, who does the Leicester women's content and does a lot of women's football on my channel. Hopefully, we're going to get Maisie involved as well. But she's a great girl. Is Maisie. Charlotte singing the Nolan song there. Gotta pull yourself together. Oh, Dan, we're getting excited then. Thought I was going to burst. Oh, they're through. And burst into S Club 7.
No, you're showing your age there with Nolan sisters. Cracky, Chris.
I am an old man. Remember that. But please sub to the channel, and please also sub to this man here below me.
I'm just happy you can remember that, Chris, for being an old man.
I know. I look at the which one is it on Loose Women? I'm thinking, God, I am old, you know, because you can see how much she's aged. But
Colleen Nolan.
Colleen, yes. She was the baby of the band. She was like the Michael Jackson or the Donny Osmond of the Nolans. But anyway,
it could be worse, Chris. It could be worse. You could look like Janet Street Porter.
That is true. Ravi, who has subbed to the channel, please. If anybody else hasn't subbed yet, please do. And please also sub to this man below me here. I know he's a nuisance. We can't get rid of him, but he's just amazingly. And I haven't said, and it's very amiss of me, Dan. So I do apologise. Congratulations. Right. I don't know what you're on now. You were on 507 when I looked earlier.
I'm on 511.
511, you see. Like buses, you're waiting for ages for one and they all come together. He's past the 500 mark. So well done and congratulations. Very much deserved. Dan puts a lot of hard work. He is a Burnley channel. So if you like Championship football, he's the man to follow for next season. But he does a lot of non-Burnley stuff as well, as we all do. We all do a lot of general football stuff. So do get over to Turf Moorhouse TV and give him a sub.
I do appreciate it, Chris. Kind words. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome. Most welcome. And you get two for the price of one with Dan, because if you sub to Turf Moorhouse, you get Dan and you also get Kate as well.
Yeah, that's true. So not only do you get the monkey, you get the organ grinder as well.
Indeed. And I think most people sub to you for the organ grinder.
Yeah, they do. There's just not much organ grinding going on in this household, Chris. And I'll say no more.
All I will say, quickly moving on, all I will say is that once she actually appears on camera and everybody's actually, we've got over that moment, all your subs will go bing, 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 bing. Be like the pointless board, you know, it'll all just go zoom down. But we don't even know, in fairness, we don't even know if Kate's real. I mean, for all we know, she could just be like, you know, you could just be throwing your voice. You could be very good at ventriloquism.
Well, I mean, you've never seen me and Kate in the same room.
Exactly. I've never seen you together.
And the reason why she normally is on the sofa is because, to be honest, I'm sat on the sofa and my hand only reaches so far for ventriloquism. So she's going to be sat on the sofa, isn't she?
Well, your doll is, certainly. Are you real, Kate? These are the questions we need to answer. Is Kate real? Half time. It is France 2, Belgium 1. Very, very lucky Belgium. I'm going to be honest with you. We will be talking about that when we come back. Please, guys, do me a favour. If you do want your retro shirts or vintage football clothing, get over to www.3retro.com. They have been very good in supporting this channel's women's Euro coverage. So please get over to them. Remember also that passion knows no gender. Let's support women's football as much as the men. Because if you're Burnley, you're probably better than the men. Kate says they will definitely go down, Chris, if I ever go on. I'll be a typer, probably for the best. And David has a bit of a laugh. Right, we will be back in a few minutes. It is time to go and water the plants, drop the kids off at the old swimming pool, have a nibble. She's not real, she says. I knew it, you see. I knew it. You're like Pinocchio, aren't you? Well, no, I'm not. I'm leaving it at that.
Does that make you Geppetto, you old dog?
Yeah, let's move on. We'll be back in about 5. Thanks very much.
Leicester Till I Die TV. Your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
Till I Die Watch-Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
And it's live.
It is indeed, and can I just say that we've started something here, Dan?
Go on.
Kate says, "Are you implying I have a big nose, Chris?" Well, David says,
definitely not.
No, Charlotte has decided she's opening her Christmas crackers earlier. Doctor, I think I'm a billiard ball. The doctor, get to the end of the queue. That deserves one of those. And Charlotte says here, me, doctor, people keep ignoring me. Doctor, next. Yeah, that gets an even worse one, Charlotte. Yes. The Belgian goal livened that half up, didn't it?
It did. It did indeed. I think it sparks life back into the French. If anything, you'd have thought Belgium from getting that would have gone right. Come on, let's regroup, get our shape back, and go again. Because the way they've, to be fair, they'd kept them out. They'd done pretty well, and then all of a sudden, they find themselves back at square one again.
Excuse me, I thought you were going to go longer than that. I've just put the ball in my mouth. I found these the other day. I never know how to pronounce it. Mayome? Is it Mayome?
Oh yeah, Malwam.
Malwam, that's it. Pinballs, USA edition. And basically,
I saw them.
Yeah.
Over there in Aldi.
Red, white, and blue. And be honest with you, they all taste the same.
See, the other ones, the pinball ones, they're decent. They're like all different colours, but they're all different flavours.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference in flavour. Maybe that just means I've got COVID. I've got to tell this. I remember this was funny enough when I know I've told you this joke, this story. It's not a joke; it's a serious story before. But when I was at the Burnley Express and we had a Christmas party, and it was a club at Iton Lee, and it was behind the Tim Bobbin.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still there? The Tim Bobbin.
The Tim Bobbin's still there. It's recently had a refurb. Sing's stores is still at the side as well. Mr. Singh's still there.
Is he still there? Good God.
Mr. Singh is still there.
What about the chemist on the end? What my wife used to work there.
Yeah, the chemist is still there. Cohen's. Cohen's is still there,
yeah. Well, behind that, there's...
Come on, Chris, you know Burnley. It's not changed. Jesus Christ. It's like going... You drive into Burnley, come off the motorway, and you're like, Jesus. It's like being back, like you've just rolled the years back. It's like you've turned up in a DeLorean.
Well, you know, you know that you're in Burnley because the M65 is cobbled. As
we found out today, Chris. As we found out today.
Indeed, you did. But you could have a nuclear war and the Tim Bobbin would still be stood it would knock it down. But
it's like me and Kate keep saying as well about half of the shops on Com Road. We keep saying how throughout COVID, I'm surprised that like the adult shops always still open. That's still there. That's still been and ever present as that adult shop on Com Road.
You mentioned that just as we have the underage one coming in.
Oh, he's here, fresh from refereeing last night's game.
Yes. You did a very good job of reffing last night's game, apparently, Jake. Well done, sir. Well done.
I'm sorry, Jake, but the referee in last night's game looks just like you, Jake. I couldn't help it. I really couldn't help it at all. As soon as I saw her face, I was like, "Oh my God, it's a female Jake."
Can I just say, I wasn't on this show, Jake. I was in the chat, and I totally didn't see it at all. It was just Dan being horrible about you because you weren't there.
Oh, I've heard.
Richard says, Christopher Prime Minister. Well, what can I say? Dan's like bloody well better than the Muppets that are there now. Richard?
You're swapping one Muppet for another, though, if that's the case.
Well, this would be true, I guess. This would be true. So we've got big cocks and little cocks in. Well, it sounds like a tag team at wrestling, doesn't it? But no, just behind there used to be a club.
Still there.
I think it hosts music and what have you. It wasn't that one, but there's a social club there.
Yeah, it's still there. The building's the building's still there. I've been to a function there a few times.
Cheap beer, mate. Cheap beer there. I mean, it's cheap being up
Definitely.
north anyway, but you know, sort of place that makes Wetherspoons look expensive. And we went in and don't know why, because I always get hangovers, but a colleague of mine, me and Donna says, should we work our way along the back row? And I thought, you know what I mean? Yes, I thought, why not? I must have been having a few by then. And we had sambucas, we had everything from, you know, the back row of drinks. And I woke up the next day, it was right as rain. I think I must have drunk myself sober. I've never drunk so many different drinks in my life. I tell you what, they still need to clean the toilets out, I tell you. But it wasn't as fun as I did. Then I tell you my vodka story, just while we're talking drinks. That when I was at the Express, there was the big window pub, and down there there was a nightclub at the bottom of that street, and I can't think what it's called.
At where?
Where the Burnley Express was on Bull Street.
Yeah, so that was on the corner.
Yeah, opposite the big window. We'll go down between the two, and as the road veered round to the left, there was a club right in front of you.
Yes, so the club that was on the bend.
Yes.
So that used to be. Oh, what was it called?
Paradise or something like that.
Might have been actually.
Anyway,
Might have been. I can't remember. I think now it's called Panama's. They've renamed it after some of the old places, but it were
because the Panama Joe's was somewhere, wasn't it? But anyway,
yeah, Panama Joe's were down the main bit where Cobble Street is at bottom.
Right. But yeah,
it was Paradise Island.
That was it, Paradise Island. Yeah. So we went in there and we were having a launch, and they were bringing little vodka shots out. Don't know why. We were doing our Christmas launch for the newspaper and all our advertising, and they came them in little different coloured shot glasses. And I'm sat there with Donna again. It was always this Donna. She led me off the straight and narrow.
Yeah, bad influences, Donna, Chris.
She is, I tell you. She said, should we have some more? I went, yeah, let's go and ask for some more. She said, which do you like? I said, I like the red ones. She said, yeah, so did I. And I went up and there was a tray on the thing because it was free. And there was like yellow and green, shot glasses. And I said to the guy behind, I said, have you got any of the red ones? And he went, what? I said, have you got any of the red shots, please? Because they're nicer. I said, you stupid drunk bugger. They're all the same, just different coloured glasses. Oh, dear. So we're kicking off, and it's 2-1. And RIP to Ivana Trump, Donald Trump's first wife. And one of his 3 children has died. So RIP.
Who's that?
Yeah, Ivana Trump, the mother of Donald's children, not his current wife, his first wife.
Right. Wow.
And Italy has also, their PM has offered resignation. I didn't think drawing with Iceland was that bad, mate, but there you go. So as we kick off, let's have a look. I mean, it was 67-33% possession in the first half, 14 shots to 1 for France, 3 shots on target, 1 for Belgium, 7 corners to France, 0 to Belgium, because Belgium made their 1 shot count. What have they got to do, or what's got to happen in this second half, just as France go close?
I think, if anything, Belgium need to do what they were doing the first half, be patient, sort of, let the French think that that's it. That's all they need to do is, toy about with them.
Yeah.
Although, we've seen a few times where, the French have been resilient with the passing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Belgium will want to get on the front foot.
Yeah, they've got to offer more. They've got to offer more.
The only problem they've got with that as well, though, Chris, is that if on the back of that, it could open and leave many gaps for the French to exploit.
It could, but if you're losing 2-1, you might as well lose 4-1 going for it, mightn't you?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Charlotte, you get one of these. I went into the pub last night. There's a guy sat there with his dog, lovely looking dog. I said, "Does your dog bite?" He went, "No." Went to pat it. It bit my hand. I said, "I thought you said it didn't bite." He said, "Yeah, it's not my dog." The old ones are the best.
I sent Jake a picture of. I just sent Jake, funnily enough, I just sent him a picture of that referee, and he's just sent back a message saying, "Looks nothing like me," with an upset face, and then asks, "Do Specsavers offer their support in Burnley?"
I'm surprised that he's not in bed, actually, because it's past his bedtime.
I got these little bad boys from Specsavers, so yes, they do have a little pop-up shop. Don't worry.
Oh dear. Let's just have a look and just see. What referee? Do you know what her name was?
It's Ivana Martinci or something. She's Croatian.
Ivana Martinicic.
Oh.
Yes. I've right. Let me. I must admit, she does look like him when she's got her face mask on, because of COVID. then she does look like him. But let's just have a look. I don't know whether this will work or not, but just bear with us, guys. Just bear with us. We're having a bit of fun here. This is Dan and Kate from earlier. Oh, I'm in a silly mood tonight.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's have a look. Here we go. No. Here we go. So, Jake, we'll make you famous. We'll put you on screen here. This is Jake, who is a West Ham supporter from Somerset.
Jake, I don't know what it is. I just think that as soon as I saw her, I went, "Oh my God, that looks like a female Jake." No disrespect to yourself. No disrespect to yourself or anything. I just honestly thought, "Oh, wow."
No disrespect to you, Jake, but you look like a 40-year-old woman, is what he's saying.
Speaking of Ivana beat Jake in this quiz on your channel, Chris. However, he keeps putting it off.
To be honest with you, yeah, everything's been put off because if you were expecting tonight, still here. Let me just bring this up, and then people can at least see the match again.
Oh, the French nearly had another chance.
There we go. Yeah, but I was supposed to be doing a debate show every Friday, 9:00. There's a debate show, and guys, I haven't even done that this week because the Women's Euros has taken over. Next week we get down to sort of the quarters and then the semis and then obviously the final. So the games won't be every night. This weekend there's 2 games at the same time, obviously for 4 nights for the groups for the final game, and then after that it gets a little bit lighter. So I've got to put it together, to be honest with you. So but I'm sure Jake doesn't mind beating you, although he's of course only 14.
Yeah, I'm sure he will beat me. I'll have to let him, won't I? I can't let it. He's at that age where I can't really say. It's
it's child abuse. Let's be honest with you.
I said to him, we'll have to get it sorted. He says, once my 2-week VIP cruise is over, I'll ask my agent to look at my diary.
Oh God. With any luck, your agent will push you over the side. As you watch now, if the cruise boat sinks, I'm going to be really bad, aren't I?
I wonder if it's a VIP cruise because there's pretending to be a Croatian referee, clearly, and you get bunged a load of money by UEFA, you know.
What we need, I don't know if you're able to do this. What we need is, because he's just messaged me going like nothing look like her, is if you've got a picture of the two, next to each other. That's what you need. Yeah. But anyway, in the middle of all this jest, there's a game broken out. 52 minutes gone. France 2, Belgium 1. Are they coming back into this? At the moment, I doubt it because it's a French corner.
Nothing came of it.
Powerful header though, but it just it wasn't going in. It wasn't going in.
I've just reminded him that I'll have my guys look through the terms and conditions on your return. Good day, young sir. The French are in. The French are in. Oh, great save by the keeper. Well held.
Well, I'm just looking at the Belgian attack here. I'm on 53-10.
I'm on a replay.
But France are coming away now, like you said, breaking down the wing. Oh, running past. Yeah, she came out and got the ball well, the Belgian goalkeeper, but there was no support. It was a very quick breakaway there for the French team, but there was no support for her really.
No.
The ball was put through. There's no French players. Only the lady that sort of. Oh no, there's two. One arrived very late. She probably wouldn't have even seen her coming. So, in fairness, she had no option but to go for goal. But very brave goalkeeping there from the Belgian goalkeeper.
It was. Sometimes you got to take those risks. They are sometimes one of those challenges where you can get really hurt as a goalkeeper. But she did really well to command the area and ended up, keeping the ball in her grasp. So fair play to her.
Yes, yeah. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel while we have been live. It really is appreciated. Do go over, say, if you're not on YouTube, if you are watching on YouTube for new watchers, as they say, please do give us a sub and sub to Dan the Burnley man as well. Turf Moorhouse TV. His link is in the description below. That is to his OnlyFans account, by the way, though.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's free.
I don't think anybody would pay. Charlotte, this is a bit left field here. We have horses from Croatia. Yeah, I don't quite know what to say to that.
I don't know whether that's one of those. I don't know whether that's up there with the doctor jokes or whether you actually have horses that have been with you from Croatia.
Yeah, or do you just take them on holiday there for a little bit of a gallop abroad? Now fans have got to do more. I mean, they are coming back into it possession-wise. Let's have a look. They still only had one shot, though. 17 shots to France, 1 to Belgium. That is not the start that is going to get you back into this game, Belgium.
It's not. It's not. They need to do a bit more. And they're trying. I can't say that you can fault them for it. They are trying to get back into it. It's just that France have now had to up a gear as well because they know that Belgium are trying to push to grab that equaliser.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're seeing a lot more of France getting forward because of how open it's becoming.
I think we could do with another Belgian goal just to sort of get the game going again.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's definitely asking for a goal.
I mean, your prediction is still on the cards. I just
If
can't
Jake's in
find
the
which
chat, can I just say you are a little shit?
language.
I'm trying to have this lovely conversation with him, saying, enjoy your break, young sir. You do deserve it. He said, my voyage will end on the 30th of July with me arriving back at my country mansion shortly after midday. So I said, enjoy the break, young sir. You do deserve it. He said, why, thank you. I hope you enjoy your holiday later next month because you have one long season with plenty of Tuesday nights ahead of you. Bastard.
You got to say to Jake, fair play, guy. he is quick with his answers. He takes it, but he gives it out as well. He does. He does. Oh, the cook is drunk again. Well, she's been sipping the old cooking sherry, has she, Charlotte? Jake likes to think he's got a pile in the country, but to be totally honest with you, he lives in Somerset, and it's just a treehouse at the top of the orchard forest. Two substitutes coming now for Belgium. 22 and 8 are coming on. Flitjens is the player off, and Deleuze is the player in. But she's hoping that she's not going to Deleuze again. And Van Hevermaat is the player out, and Delacroix is a player in. And if anybody watches me regularly and knows it, they'll say, good attempt there, Chris.
They will. Fantastic attempts.
There is actually a video up on my channel. It's under latest videos. It's also under the fun zone as well, and it's me getting Mike to pronounce the second team that came out in the Leicester friendly at half time, which was all sort of they're all sort of youth players and reserve players. And I think
I was speaking to Mark about that actually the other day, and he said, "Watch it." He said, "Watch it." I said, "Why? Who is it? Who's it taking mick out of?" And he says, "Me." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because of." He said, "Just watch it." So we were both talking on camera while he was, once we'd finished doing the live last night, and I had it on in the background, and we were both just laughing at it, but.
I had no chance of pronouncing any of those. Well, maybe
I said to him, he could have thrown an absolute ringer in there and just had you for peanuts, coming up with some random name for nothing.
Yeah.
And he went, shit, why did I not think of that?
Yeah, I couldn't find it, I said, with it up on Twitter next to me. I'll get it up, he said. I'll get it up. I went, yeah, go on, mate. You have a go. If you notice, I didn't repeat any back to him. Oh, and doing it with a Welsh accent, it was even harder, I guess, but...
It is.
She was a good player, Cascarino. She got a bit of a turn of pace on her for the old French there. But 60 minutes gone, half an hour to go. I can't see Belgium getting back into this now.
No, me neither. I can't see it.
The Belgian coach doing an impersonation of Brendan Rodgers and just stood at the side clapping. I don't know what that's supposed to do to the team. A bit of direction might be needed.
Oh, free kick to France.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the possession's still high.
France are coming forward again. Oh, I thought there might have been a free kick there, but
referee's having a word, and that word is landed no. Oh, Belgian! Nice bit of a play there. but giving it away to France. Oh, she went down too easily there. Fell over. Who fell over?
Can I just say as well, Chris?
Over?
Can I just say I think that was offside anyway as Belgium came forward. But yeah, it were. But it's there's a handful of people watching. There's a good few people watching. Please do drop a like on the video. It's at 7 at least. Let's get it to 10 minimum. That would be fantastic. As I say, Chris deserves all the support in the world. If you're not willing to sub or not wanting to sub, that is totally up to you. But at least please do drop a like on the video and help the algorithm grow. Much appreciated.
You know what? I thank you very much for that, kind sir. I did think you were going to say help the old man out then. Knowing you as I know you.
Knowing me, knowing you.
Uh-huh. Oh dear.
We can be the answer to Benny and Bjorn, me and you.
Yeah, I think more like Anna and Annafrid, to be honest with you. Oh, I meant to do that at the start. I was going to say it's good evening from me. I'm going to let you finish it off. We'll do it at the end. Send me a reminder.
Oh, good save by the French keeper. Palms it out.
Yeah, chance for every time you actually message, you add in an extra letter. So, but in 2 messages time, you should be able to type Belgium out, Charlotte. It's a corner to Belgium. It's a short one. Did it in? Oh, goalkeeper. What did she punch it for? Why didn't she just collect it?
I don't know.
I don't get that as a punch, to be honest with you. But time is slowly running out for Belgium. Told you. Oh, France trying to get down. Stuck number 16 for Belgium. Stuck her leg out. Stopped her, but she still got round her. Now they're playing it across the field to the far side. You go all the way across the field, but just at the back. France, but I think if France do sit on this, and I don't think they're trying to, but they don't make one of their attacks count soon, France. Remember what happened. Well, mind you, if Belgium do passes like that.
I see dead people.
Yes, they're all playing for Belgium at the moment, I think. That ball just went straight out, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like it. Another substitution for France. Teletti comes on. I didn't see who went off, but Teletti came on.
There's 2. There's making another one. Mateo's gone off. Oh, that was the one. There was another one before that as well. It was Telly that came off. Well, yeah. It all sounds like pasta dishes.
Yeah, it does. It sounds more of an Italian name than a Belgian name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not a French name, sorry.
It does indeed. France breaking down the right-hand side, the far side, right to left as we're watching it. But number 18 for Belgium came over and cleared it with ease. It's a throw-in to France. And a French player took it into the box but couldn't control it. Belgium broke out, but give the ball away again.
Story of Belgium's night, Chris, isn't it?
It is, to be honest with you. I think Belgium will not win this, and I think they could be going bye-bye at the end of the group stage.
This will leave them rock bottom, won't it?
I'm just gonna, it's let's get the table up. Table D. Well, Italy are bottom at the moment on -4. So Belgium will actually be, they'll be third because they'll be on -2, won't they? Oh! Oh, she dropped it. Oh, the Belgian, no, they're not playing. They're not happy with that. She got the ball, the Belgian keeper. Did you see it? And she dropped it. The Italian went in. She didn't get it clearly, but she have a hand on it? Well, you could argue that she went for it while it was loose, but yeah, they weren't too happy with that. The Belgian defenders.
No, Belgium are trying to come forward now again, and I think they're trying to catch France on the counter now, but the French back four don't move. They stay resilient. They stay there. There's, it's all well and good pushing everybody in midfield and attack forward, but when your defence doesn't move, it's extremely difficult. And as he says, that France now are on the break. I think it may be offside. I'm not sure. It's pulled back. Keeper's palmed it out.
I'm at the other end of the pitch.
And Belgium try to break again. However, it's getting interesting now. It is. It's starting to pick up when the game's starting to gain some legs. I think the longer this game goes on, the more Belgium know full well how.
Why didn't the Belgian keeper? Why didn't she grab that and hold on to it?
God knows.
No, I'm asking you that. God doesn't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, great defending, by the way.
Charlotte
great defending. I thought the French were in then. I thought the French were in then for a third, Chris, but that cracking defending. Just a simple toe, knock it out for a corner.
Well, I hope the Belgian defending is better than Charlotte's jokes. Belgian player got a knock on the leg and she was left with a bruise. You've been watching this channel for too long, Charlotte. It's got 2-1 or 3 in France written all over this. It has indeed. It has indeed. No,
it is. I'll be happy if 3-1 comes. That's what I predicted.
Yeah, she should have grabbed that. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, no, this is as it stands. Sorry, as it stands, Belgium have got a point and on -1. So Italy are bottom with -4. Iceland are second with 2 points and no goal difference. And France are top with 6 and 5 plus 5 goal difference. Just to go through the groups, Group A, it's England with 6, Austria with 3, Norway with 3, but 6 goals worse off, and Northern Ireland with 0 points. Group B, and these are all after 2 games, Germany 6, Spain second with 3rd, Denmark third with 3, but they're on -3, Finland the bottom with -4. Netherlands have got 4, Sweden have got 4, so it's 1 and 2. Well, basically, I think Netherlands are just on top on the fact that their end is before us. Portugal, both got the same goal difference. Portugal -1 and 1 point. Switzerland -1 and 1 point. Probably the least exciting group. And then, like I say, this is France, Iceland, Belgium, and then Italy, bottom on goal difference.
Oh, fair play, fair play. Substitution just happened not so long back for Belgium. Deneve came off and Tissiak came on for Belgium. However, I'm going to make a substitution. I'm going to turn this light that's off on. Ta-da.
The
50p. When people say who put 50 pence in the thing you had, I seem to put 50p in the meter instead.
You light up my life. Well, can I just say, when you turned it on, it kind of went orange for a bit and then just went back to normal.
Oh, that was me. I just took my hat off.
There we go. Anyway, 65-35 possession to the French. 18 shots for the French. Only 2 now, but they have doubled it for Belgium. But, I mean, again, and I've said this with Leicester all last season, because they kept doing it. They were having a lot of shots, but very little on target. And I always said that was so bad for a Premier League club. But I don't think it's impressive for international teams of any stature, whatever age group they're in, whatever male, female. if you've got 18 shots, you should be having more than 3 on target.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Whether you're 19th or what, you know, I don't think Belgium have got much wrong today. I think it's just been their attacking intent has been lacking, and it's only now that they're starting to try and put something together. But sometimes it's too little, too late. However, you never know in this game. This game's had so many twists and turns. You know, keepers palming it out. Someone's bound to make a mistake at some point.
Yeah. I will be back in 2 seconds as well.
Ball comes in. Oh, good save by the French keeper.
And back. Just shutting my doors. It was getting a bit cold around my feet.
Oh, bit of a draft.
A bit of a draft indeed. You see, the French goalkeeper there came out. She grabbed it and held on to it. Well done.
Yeah.
None of this. I don't understand. If you can grab it, because if you're just going to punch it or palm it out, you could just be doing it into the path of an attacker.
No, there is that. There is that. As we said, you know, there is scope that potentially may happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sorry, for me, Belgium don't deserve anything from this game.
I don't know if they get a draw out of this. I'd say obviously France have had all the attacking intent. I think it would be more frustrating for the French. However, if this is Belgium's game plan, it's just showing the attendance, by the way, at Rotherham, 8,173. So, you know, just goes to show that there is a lot of support still. You know, people turning up in their thousands to see, you know, women's football, which is absolutely brilliant.
Indeed, totally so. I mean, you know, England are always going to get the high figures.
Oh, good knock.
Because it's England. There's Martinez from the Belgian national men's coach. And I think, you know, it's still, like we said earlier, it's still developing the women's game. And I think if we come back maybe in 4 or 5, you know, tournaments time, like we'll be seeing bigger games. You know, I mean, the BBC are covering it, this tournament. Sky TV are putting the money behind, you know, the Women's Premier League or Women's Super League, sorry. So, you know, France are breaking. Passes that to the wing and she loses it. And it's shot in, and I think the guy in row Z had to duck then. A bit over the top. So yeah, I think you know it is going to grow, but you can't suddenly go from where women's football was to where the men's game is now. It's got to take. It will build up. More people will be going to watch it. Therefore, more coverage will be given. More money will be pumped into the game. And don't forget, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, 7:45, we have got England versus Norway. No, we haven't. We've got England versus Northern Ireland. Yeah. Northern Ireland, who are out, I think, they are out, whatever happens. England I would say England are going to win that, to be honest with you. But 7:45, join me and Lou from Leicester Till I Die. We'll be covering that. Dan will be driving down to Shrewsbury for some.
My mate's driving down. Luckily for me.
Oh, is he?
Luckily for me, my mate's driving down, and all I have to do is get him a couple of beers on Saturday, which can't say much fairer than that. You can't.
So you're seeing him Friday and Saturday then?
Yeah. Well, we're there's a bit of a mini festival going up top where we live. So
top, lad, it's up top of hill.
So up all start. We're having a Brightcliff festival. So there's a.
You sure you're not from Yorkshire?
Definitely not. But yeah, so we're doing that, and then we're going to a friend's for a birthday barbecue. So I'm just going to get some of the beers in.
Anthony, big up, lads. Hope you are well. We are, Anthony. Hope you are.
Hope you're well, mate.
See, Leicester have been linked with another Southampton defender.
Oh, Jan Bednarak.
Yeah, well, anything to be anybody from Southampton we're linked with. Kate says you'll be sat down ready then. I think that was directed at you, I think.
God knows. I don't even know what she's talking about.
Know what you're controlling her. You've got your hand, No, I was going to say...
My hands are here. My hands are here.
Yeah. I was going to say sort of something because you would be a normal thing to say about a ventriloquist and the dummy, but it could come across as a bit wrong. I'm not saying, Kate, I'm not saying you're a dummy, of course. I don't think that. Don't has come off and do has come on. Hey! Thank you. I'm here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Available for parties, bar mitzvahs.
Just to remind you all, people, he definitely is here all week. He wasn't lying about that. He's covering most of the Euros games, so yeah.
Indeed, I've only missed one game, Germany 4, Denmark 0, but I will be having to miss some because we've got the obviously the last games.
I would say you missed the Netherlands-Portugal one because obviously Rodri were meant to come on, weren't he, as well? But he obviously couldn't.
Well, no, I still watched it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
I think somebody was doing a watch-along. Can't think who it was, but
God knows. From what I've heard, it got some good numbers.
I believe it did. 999.
About damn time.
They're getting a little bit more possession, Belgium, but they're doing nothing with it. 78 minutes gone. And to be quite honest with you, I think the referee just could blow a whistle as soon as she could for me. That's way offside.
Yeah.
That's way offside.
You know something? Belgium are getting in perfect positions, right, to go forward. And there's two players on this near side, closest to the camera, that every time it comes to them, it's a first touch pass and it seems to go lobbed in air and then they lose it. If them two could sort their feet, pull their foot from their arse, they'd probably, be able to, put an attack together.
Yeah. Charlotte says here, it's a fair point. I don't know whether you agree with this, Dan. Is this all France have? England will crush them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think if France can't even beat, one of the worst sides in terms of...
Well, they are beating them, aren't they? But I know what you mean.
I mean, in terms of their positioning, the way they annihilated Italy compared to the way they're playing in this fixture, they're in for... It's almost like seeing two completely different contrasting teams.
I was about to say exactly the same, Dan. You wouldn't think this was the same team that we watched the other night, would you?
No, not at all.
No.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
You just just for Charlotte there. But yeah, you wouldn't. It's like two different teams. France coming forward now, losing it. Good defending there. And then they give it away straight back. There's a pass on that she just didn't hit it hard enough, and it just went straight to an Italian that was running back.
I hope it didn't go to an Italian because there shouldn't be any Italians in a Belgian-French game.
It's because of this.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
They went to the French player who's half Italian. Let me just say that. But no, if she'd hit it harder, it would have gone past her, and there's another Belgian running, up to try and take it. But she hit it with so little power that as she was running back, it just went straight to the French player.
No, it did. It's like you said. For me, that's a dive. I think that's a dive. I think that's cheap. And the referee's fallen for it and given a yellow card. The player doesn't seem to be. I don't know. Let's have a look.
Who's it to?
The French have a free kick. I'm just seeing if it's a bit. Oh, I don't know. It is a free kick. It is a free kick. To be fair, I take it back. when you see it from the other angle, I thought she'd gone down pretty soft, to be fair. But when they slow it down and you look back,
let's have a look.
It is a free kick in my eyes, anyway.
Let me have a look at slow motion because, yeah.
You can see why it's given, but you can also see if it wasn't and there was play on.
I mean, she bent her knee as if to go over and went down anyway, but yeah, it was probably a good shout. It probably was a free kick. She probably did catch it.
Free kicks in. Nah, Belgium just got to clear it now. This is where Belgium should counter.
Back in your box, did he? Did he, Dan? Get down. Don't get excited. Down, boy. Santa Maria. That's Charlotte's Italian half coming out. What would your Polish half say, Charlotte? Can I build your house? Sorry. The firemen were talking about going on strike. So they took a pole out and then they all fell through a hole in the floor.
There was only one word I could ever, which I remember in, is it I think it may be Polish, which I don't understand what it is. I just, when people speak of a different language and they try to teach you words and they teach you stuff that could potentially, you don't have a clue what it is. But however, he used to say it when he was angry, the person who taught him when I used to work at Silent Night, and it was something like kulva maj or something like that. And he used to go kulva maj. And I think it's swearing. So, however, I don't know what it means. Just to clarify, but yeah, that's the only word I know, and that's only because while he was at work, it used to stress him out a lot, and I heard that on repeat at least 6 or 7 times a day.
Charlotte, I'm sure you said the other half was Polish because I asked you what your other half was. If half of you was Italian. Your bottom half, you said, was Italian.
I know there was someone in earlier that said their wife was part Belgium and
that was
part
David.
Polish.
Said his wife was half Belgium. Was she the other half Polish?
Yeah, she's the one that said he said she's Polish. Yeah,
I apologize, Charlotte. I apologize. Oh, the Belgian goalkeeper dropping it. No, the French goalkeeper dropped it. Sorry.
Five minutes to go.
Yeah. I think it's all over by the shouting, to be honest with you. Sorry?
So thank God.
The turtles are warming up.
Oh, French corner. 10 corners to France compared to Belgium's 1.
Yeah, there's only adults can take the corner. Because you can't put baby in the corner. In fact, it wasn't even that.
I don't understand why she didn't hit it first time. Again, as we've said a few times, Chris, the decision making in these games has been a bit strange and questionable. But I'm surprised she didn't just either put her laces through that.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She could have hit that first time, couldn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's being checked.
Yeah.
A potential penalty check.
Oh.
There's a potential penalty check. Oh, what's going on? So from the corner.
Oh, did it hit a hand, number 4, perhaps? But then if it hit the hand, could she got out of the way of it?
Oh, it has hit her hand as she's turning. So her hands are behind her back to begin with, and then as she spun and pulled her arms out from her back. However, I don't think that's a penalty. I think she's naturally, obviously, it depends how the referee looks at it. If she thinks she's naturally made herself bigger in that assessment to give it.
She got her hands behind her back, hadn't she?
Yeah.
So
her hands behind the back, and then as she turns, it's
at full speed. You can't see whether it hits her or not.
No, it's just showing it in slow motion. But to be honest, you've seen them given, but you also can understand if it's not. For me, I don't think that's a penalty.
Hang on, they're going to show it in slow motion. Kicks it. Oh wow! Yes. No,
I don't think it's a pen though, me. I think obviously naturally at full motion, as she's come back, she sort of turned her body. So when you naturally turn your body, you sort of react. She can't naturally turn her body and go like that, or she's just going to rip her arms out.
She had both hands behind her back, but then the left hand came out, which was a far hand, and that was what it hit. So why didn't she keep that hand behind her back? I think it's a penalty. The referee's going to look at it. She's running over to the
monitor.
I think it's a penalty, and I would give that penalty.
I think the referee needs to see it from another angle. Like, you keep showing the same angle. I think she needs to see it in real time.
Yeah. Yeah, she
is showing it from a different angle now.
That's not a natural movement of her arm.
She's given it.
Yes, good. It's a penalty.
It.
Yeah, quite right. It's a penalty.
I'm not going to argue, Chris, but I did say France 3, Belgium 1.
You did just say it wasn't a penalty.
All right, so that rules me out.
No, I'm just saying something back.
Oh, and that's her second yellow. She's off.
No, wow. Oh, it's all falling apart for Belgium.
Oh, she's a second half substitute as well, Tisiak.
Oh God, she's been collecting the cards.
That for me, it's I can see why it's been. I can see why it's been given. I can see why it's been given. But for me, naturally, your initial reaction is to turn, and as you turn, you sort of swing a little bit. However, she's now off the pitch, and the French have a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, and to be fair, first player sent off in the tournament. To me, I'm sorry, that was not a normal place to have your hand when you're turning. You can turn with both arms.
Oh no! Oh, it's saved! It's saved! It's saved, and then she has a chance at the rebound, and she puts it wide. Oh wow! She literally had the whole goal to aim at with the rebound, and she puts it well and truly wide. Oh my days!
Oh!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Oh yes. I wasn't expecting that.
Definitely not.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
How the hell did she miss it? Belgium got away with that.
That's what. After all that drama, the sending off, etc. Wow. What a final 5 minutes we're being treated to.
Yeah, it's kind of the load of French substitutes coming on now, probably 10 defenders. How much it doesn't show how much injury time there's. Cascarino's off. Mallard is on. Hey, me old duck. Mallard is on. And this
5
time I can
minutes,
definitely
Chris.
say there's been a red card with a little red dot above it. I thought that the other day, but it was what the colour of the shirts were. I still don't know how much injury time. It's only showing me that
5.
5 is it? 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was most definitely was a sending off. You know, defenders have got to keep their arms behind their back. Why did she keep one arm behind her back and put the other arm out? – and the other arm was not in a natural position. that was for me. And I know you say you can see why it's been given, but maybe it shouldn't be. I have to disagree with you on that one, Daniel. I think it was a.
Not like I said, I'm with you. I'm actually with you. I can see it now. When you look at it from the other angle, you can see how much her arm actually, she could have actually kept it a bit closer in, but instead she sort of puts it out to make herself bigger.
Yeah.
But Charlotte, you hit the nail on the head with that. You know what? They've crashed down to earth with a bang of France, especially after that result. That's why I'm worried about the England-Northern Ireland game tomorrow, because we had a dominant performance. And if we turn up against Northern Ireland and have a bit of a France moment where we basically scrape a game by the skin of our teeth, it doesn't look good, does it?
No.
Well,
you've got to put that rebound away.
Believe it.
I agree, James. You've got to put that away. That's got to be the miss of the tournament so far.
It has, hasn't it? Definitely. Yeah. How did she miss it? It was easier. It was easier to score.
It were. She even had time to compose herself and take it, and just side foot it in. The keeper was already beaten. She wasn't up quick enough to react, and it was just a rushed split decision, and she sort of flapped at it. To be honest.
I mean, I don't think she was, it came out to maybe at a funny angle, but all you got to do is stick your foot out and it goes in, doesn't it?
Oh, French with another near chance. That's a free kick. That's got to be a card as well. That's tactical. I don't understand why you've done that. There's only like a minute to go. Unless you think you're going to win it, equalise in a minute, which I can't see it. Down to 10 men, you've struggled with 11. I mean, sorry, women.
Yeah. You can see that's going to be a meme for years to come, that miss, can't you?
Oh, yeah. That's up there with Diana Ross's penalty miss with a giant ball and giant net, isn't it?
I love the way that the goal's still disintegrated. Yeah, it's a
free kick to France, though.
It's a yellow. Well, in fairness, like I say, it was a penalty. They should have put it away. But for me, the better team here has won.
Yeah, totally agree. France still obviously have chance at the corner. They're taking the time with it, to be fair. And I don't think they're going to throw that many bodies forward for it. Why risk it? Dying seconds of the game.
Yeah.
If they can get something from it, so be it. If not, who cares? They've practically won this game anyway.
Yeah. I mean, will the corner be allowed to be taken the other day?
Yeah, ball comes in. It's dropping. It's been headed off the line. France coming back again.
They weren't allowed to take the corner.
Oh, no, that's it. That is it. En Francais have got two. Two, Belgium's one.
Yeah, did you say that? I think it was the game yesterday where the whistle went before they were allowed to take the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, they were meant to take a corner in the dying minutes and the whistle went, didn't it?
Yeah, which it had run out of time, but usually they are allowed to play it. Well, that is it. Like you say, France 2, Belgium 1. The miss of the tournament. She is so big, that number 3 for France. She's like she makes Jan Vestergaard look like one of Snow White's dwarves. Guys, please do this if you would be so kind. Indeed, and subscribe to LTIDtv and subscribe to this ginger guy next to me here, that way, Turf Morehouse TV. And what are you going to be doing for hitting the fifth 500? You did the one chip challenge at 3. You on mute, mate. I love telling you that. You tell me off so much for doing that.
You've got your own back.
I'm not angry. I'm just very disappointed.
For 500, I've been looking into a few ideas, but nothing concrete just yet. It may just be
a challenge.
I've done one of them in previous times. I don't know.
We've not seen it though. 2 chip challenge.
Oh, what?
2 chip challenge.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Not when I'm already under the doctor thinking I might have an hernia. I don't want to risk that any further. That's probably what caused it.
Did I do a fun clip thing for you and your noises when you were doing that? I'm not sure.
I think you did. Yeah, I think you did.
Oh yes, I did. James, cheers, Chris. Cheers, Dan. Take care, lads. See you.
Take it easy, James. All the best.
Thanks a lot for popping in, James. You're a gentleman. So let's have a look at these stats then. Possession-wise, 60-40 to France. Here we go. Shots, 27 to France, 2 to Belgium. However you do it or describe it or look at it, Belgium, that was just not good enough.
No, it wasn't. It's poor. Okay, you can say that out of those 2 shots, the one that was on target was the one that hit the back of the net. It is poor. However, you could also flip that and say that 27 shots with only 7 on target for France is poor.
That was going to be my next, comment. So, yeah, it isn't good enough either. But I suppose if you have 27 shots, you are going to get 1 or 2 that go in the net, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. And it just goes to show how dominant the French were. They kept coming forward. 1. What's that?
11 corners to 1.
Yeah, exactly. So even if without shots, they've been piling the pressure on, getting forward. I look at the fouls as well. Obviously, I know there's been a red card, but for me, the foul, it just goes to show that in that second half in particular, Belgium had to resort to dirty tactics, put a tug of the shirt, try and leave a bit of a mark in there to try and stop them. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. If anything, it's their own fault for playing more of a defensive game. So, no, just 2 slightly battered, please, love.
Charlotte is showing her multilingual skills there. Talking of multilingual skills, good evening, Doug. How are you? Salusu. That makes it interesting for next week. Yes, it does. I just want to say, we're saying 27 shots, only 7 on target. It is not good enough. Well, let's have a look at England, shall we? Because when they beat Norway 8-0, 64% possession they had, so pretty much the same as France tonight. They had 25 shots, England. 15 of those were on target. Now, that is what any team, national, women, men, every Saturday, whenever, that's at least the return you're looking for.
Yeah, but it is. It is. I just think because of what we saw from the French in the previous game against Italy, that you sort of expected them against Belgium to be like, right, well, if we can beat Italy, comfortably, then this game's going to be a walk in the park. Maybe that's another reason why we've looked at it and thought that the French were going to be so dominant. Maybe we've been a bit blind to it. Maybe they've thought, oh, this is a nothing game. This is a training exercise. We can walk around the pitch and not really have to do much. The game will take care of itself. Although, as I said, there had been spells in the game where Belgium made them, have to up the levels a little bit. I won't say get into second gear, but they had to up the, turn the knob a bit, sort of thing, and up the notches. So yeah, they've
and
they played well.
I didn't realise that 8-0 win for England actually was a record. Record-breaking performance to stun rivals Norway. Brighton was treated to a memorable night as England broke their own tournament record to win 8-0 in what was perceived to be the highest test of the group stages. So, yeah, I mean, well done England all round. And the manager, because, of course, tomorrow night we've got England versus Northern Ireland coming up.
Weigman.
Yeah, but Serena, is it Weigman? It's got to be Weigman.
Yeah.
Serena Weigman. It says England will not rotate lots against Northern Ireland. So we could be looking at another 8-0. I'm sorry, Northern Ireland, but...
If not worse. If we're in Fan Vettel like we were the other night.
Yeah. But no, I'm going to call you David then for some reason. God knows why. You have been called worse.
Definitely. There used to be a dinner lady at primary school that kept calling me David.
Well, Daniel, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for coming on.
Not a problem. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
I know I always pleasure you. I know that. And no, don't be rude. You know what I mean. And I appreciate your time and coming on the station, even though you can contractually oblige to as my son. You are going to miss the game tomorrow because you are out partying. Or no, you're out. Well, maybe partying. I don't know. You're off to see some clash of I think is it a League One and Championship side. So something that's insignificant,
Yeah, so some not so meaningful pre-season friendly, but still, it's good to finally see Burnley kicking a ball again. How many of the players I'll see is a different question.
If they're not playing in skins, that is.
Yeah, that's true.
Not one player in shirts, one player in skins.
If we all come out just wearing a jock strap, I'll just be like, right, I'm going home. I'll find a pub with England game or something.
Well, they've not yet brought their kit out, have they?
No, there has been a leaked image of it. I saw
that earlier.
If you remember the retro shirt that I wear from 91, 92, it sort of looks a little bit similar to that with the design, which is why I kind of like it. And I like the fact that the sponsor as well, if that is to be the sponsor, Classic Football Shirts, can't go wrong with that because it's A, it's not a betting company, and B, it's not promoting alcohol or anything. So
I think they're going to try to move away from betting companies sponsoring the shirts, but I must admit, I think my dinner is still in the bin here because that's what happened when I saw the shirt. Let's just say it is busy, shall we? I think that's the nicest way to look at it. But Dan,
it's definitely a Marmite shirt. It's definitely a Marmite one.
Definitely. But then people are saying that about our shirt this year. There was a guy from one of these channels, HITC type channels. He had a armless vest on, so just the vest that comes there, with a scarf on, criticising the new Leicester City shirt. And we're like,
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. Have you seen what you're wearing?
Yes, kettle pot black, as they say.
Jesus, it makes Rabsy Nesbitt look like a trendsetter, doesn't it?
It does indeed. It does. Turf Moorhouse TV, that is where you can find this man, both on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. What else are you on, Dan?
Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. As I say, you can find us on all social medias. Just got to search Turf Moorhouse and just call my name and I'll be there.
God. I'm just seeing your fingers drop as we speak. Munsey pops in. Big up, lads.
Hey, how you doing, Munsey?
No, it's been a while, Munsey. It has been a while. You've been in hiding. You have. I wonder why. How are Man United doing? Did you catch this? Did you catch the interview earlier, Munzi? If not, Leicester Till I Die TV latest shows my interview with Rodri Giggs. A lovely, lovely man, cheeky sod, but a lovely, lovely man, and giving up his time to come on the channel. So check that one out. He's back, says Munzi. Well, you know what I mean. If you're back, then I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to bring my friend out, aren't I?
I'll be back.
Oh, I was going to go to I was going to go and watch a game at Old Trafford. I see dead people. That's all I can see. Dan, thank you very much, sir. Enjoy your trip tomorrow. I hope it's a safe one. Hope you don't break down on the motorway again.
No, cheers for having me, Chris. Thank you very much. And as I say, good luck with the England game tomorrow and all the streams you've got coming on. But yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks everyone in the chat as well for all the comments, and I appreciate you all. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I'll speak to you soon, no doubt.
You will. Take it easy, mate.
Cheers, and you, mate. Bye.
Bye. Check
out Mr. Morehouse there, Turf Morehouse TV. On everything you can think of, really. As Monty says here, he's on OnlyFans as well, but he's free. You don't have to pay. He's just on the 500, which is great. He deserves it. Do get over there and show him your support, and he will always wear it. I'll tell you. Thank you to everybody that's been listening to me tonight. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. If you haven't yet, please do so. Leicester Till I Die TV. Please give us a subscribe. We are on Twitch as well now, LTIDtv. We're getting more viewers on that. So thank you very much if you are watching us on that. And if you listen to us on your podcast platforms, whichever that may be, the big ones that you can see up at the top, the big four, and many, many others as well. A lot of what I haven't heard of. Charlotte, she's off. Bye-bye. The maid is going to go and tuck her in for the night. And enjoy. She might just nip down to the kitchen and have a bit of the old lobster biscuit. I'm sure before the night is out. I will be back tomorrow, 7:45. Me and Lou, England versus Northern Ireland in the ladies' Euro 2022. Should be a good game. Don't remember, please stay safe, take care, and don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy, which leaves it totally open. And I'm just searching because I'm just trying to find my get out. Here we go. Good night. Take care.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too or I'll be back.
Cool. I'm out of here. Ooh, that's a wrap.